Ambafx weekly forex forecast. So before we go into the technical, let's check out the fundamental. So last week there's not much activity last week except on Wednesday, where we have the the official, the cash rate, the euro manufacturing PMI, the pounds manufacturing PMI, and then the Canadian dollar, then the US dollar flash service PMI, and then you see the new home sales, which comes out positive, and then the unemployment claims, which comes out negative. So on Wednesday we saw the most movement in all the currency pair last week. Apart from Wednesday, from Monday to Wednesday, we didn't see much activities there. So let's go to this week. This week too, I don't see much activity that will threaten the market, or that will make a lot of volatilities to be into the market this week. The only thing, because this week is one of the biggest week in the forex market, like in the month, you understand. So it's NFP week. So, and then on Monday, you see, we just have the RBA governor speaks on Monday. Then apart from that, on Wednesday we have the ADP farm employment change, the preliminary GDP of the United States. And then apart from that, on Wednesday too, we have Fed Chairpower speaks, and then Thursday we have the Swiss franc CPI, which they forecast to be like as previous, like the the previous forecast, they wanted to come in place. So we don't know what the actual forecast might bring. So on Friday we have the biggest news event every month. So that's when we have the US non-farm employment change, the unemployment rate, the Canadian dollar employment change, and the unemployment rate. So let's see how it goes there. So before we go to the technical aspect, so let's check the currency meter last week. So last week Friday we have the US dollar is the strongest. Last week Friday, before the market closed, US dollar is the strongest, JPY is the weakest, and then followed by Canadian dollar. Well, right now Canadian dollar is still in the down move, that is still on a weak radar. Then coming to this week, we might see USD rally to the NFP. Then after the NFP, we might see the weaker USD. So, or we might see a stronger, like a weaker USD at the beginning of the week. Then at NFP, then we might see the stronger. So it depends on what happened when the market opened and close on Monday. So that's where we know that, okay, maybe market is US is strong for this week, or is week for this week. So let's go to the technical aspect. So talking about, maybe US dollar is going to be strong for maybe starting from Monday, and then maybe on Friday to be weak after the NFP, or to be weak, then to be strong after the NFP. So there are two things I want to look at this area. You know that there is a strong push down at this area, there is a strong sell at this particular area. So after a strong sell, we'll see some move, like it will be like a retracement move to the upside. Then we'll have then after the retracement move, then we'll have another sell off. So that's what I'm looking at this particular area. So talking about USD strong at the beginning of the week, so it might happen. So we might see it breaking this particular resistance right there. Then we'll see it rally to this particular area. Then we might see a very big rejection at this area. That is from Monday to Thursday, we might see a stronger US dollar. Then maybe after the NFP on Friday, we might see a bigger sell-off to this particular area. So that's what I'm looking at on the US dollar at this moment. So then if market open on Monday, if market open Sunday evening, then we saw something like a break of this particular area. That is, if it break this particular support, then if we see it to this particular area, maybe Monday or Tuesday, then we might see a bounce back at this particular area to the upside. So it might happen that markets might US dollar might be strong from Monday, might be weak from Monday to what, to Thursday. So out of that weakness, we can see it coming, breaking this low, then coming to this level, then retesting this 104. So after the NFP, we might see it going back to this particular area. So you have to watch it carefully. So but my strong bias remains that we might see a big, after this big sell-off, we might see a rally to this upside, to the upside. Then we'll see it move to this particular level, that is 108, or let's say 109. Then we can see a big sell-off from that particular level. So that's what I'm looking at on DSY. So the first pair I want to look at is Euro USD. So I will come back to gold. So on Euro USD, if you check the monthly time frame, it still tell us that we are in a resistant level. If you check it very well, you see that this is a resistant level, as you can see. So we have a big sell-off to this particular low, then we have a retracement to this particular level. But this you can't say this is a retracement because it's a very long bullish candle. It cancels one bullish monthly candle of this Euro USD, cancel 1 2 3 4. That's cancel almost 4 months of that particular, of the previous monthly candle. So we can't say this is just a retracement. It means that we are changing trend rapidly. So what we are going to do here is that we'll say that, okay, after it's hit this particular resistance, we saw a weak candle, that's a weak rejection candle to this particular area. So let's check the weekly time frame and see what's going on around that particular area. So checking this weekly time frame still tell us that we have the first week rejection at this particular area, which forms what we call the we can say the hammer candle. You understand? So then another week we have a bullish candlestick close, but it still form a weak rejection to the downside, which tells us that something is happening at that particular area. So if you go to the daily time frame, so you can see that we have a reversal candle at this area. This is a reversal candle, and then this particular bearish candle close, we can't say it closes below it because it forms a weak rejection candle and close at the exact area how this bearish reversal candle close. So there are two things we want to look at this area. So let's say if we have, let's use the SY for example. So on Monday, if you have what we call DSY, which if it rally to the upside and then we see reject, if you rally to this upside, we saw the movement to the upside in DSY, then we should, in Euro USD, we should see the down movement to this particular area. Then when DSY reject at this particular area, when we saw, if we see a rejection at this particular area, then we should see a rejection of US dollar, Euro US dollar at this area to the what, to the upside. So that is what I'm looking at on euro US dollar. So it depends on what the DSY do. So, and if you see that the DSY break this particular level coming to the downside, then we can see euro USD break to this particular level, then testing the resistance before it uh, decline. Hope you understand. So that's what I'm looking at on euro USD. So let's see what the DSY we do, and then if we see this break of this level to this downside, that is it means that it's from what we call the double top. So this is the double top. So this is the double top, the first one and then the second one. So it has formed a double top already, or we can just see a movement and then a move to the downside right there. So if you see a break of this particular top, that means that you can see just a retracement and to this particular area. But if the DSY move to the upside, then we can just see a move to the downside straight to test this particular area in euro US dollar. So that's what I'm looking at on euro US dollar. So the next pair we want to check is GBP USD. As we see on USD, euro USD, and then we can always figure it out on then GBP USD. So this one too, I'm looking at it like, okay, if dollar rally to the upside, if the DSY rally to the upside, then we can see the GBP USD coming to test this particular area. So then this area is a very sensitive area that we must look at, this particular area right here. So if the dollar rally to the upside, then we can see the GBP USD coming to this low. Then if you see a rejection at the DSY, which I told you guys, okay, we can see a rejection at this point because this is a very important support level. We can see a rejection to the upside. The targets remain 1.26308. Then if we see a dollar weakness at the beginning of the week, then we might see this going to the upside, touching this level, then you can see a rejection after it. So it depends on what happened at the beginning of the week and at the end of the week, that is at the NFP, after the release of the NFP. So the next pair I want to check out is USD JPY. So like we say, if the dollar rally, we can see this, this USD JPY2 as what we call a double bottom. So it means that there is a high probability that dollar will rally to the upside, the DSY will rally to the upside before rejection at that particular level. As you can see, this is this is a double bottom. So we can just see something like this, then we'll reject to the upside. So after rejecting to the upside, we might see after the dollar have rejected at this particular area, after it reaches this particular area and have rejected, so you can see it might reject also and then come to this particular level, come to 131.732. so as you can see, it's at the level of what support area. See, we break this is a resistance, we break through this particular resistance at this particular area, then it came forward for the resistance becomes the new support area. So if we are going to break this particular support too, there should be a reverse before it is breaking. It's break, you understand? So we can see a reverse to this particular area, then we can see something after this reverse, after the DSY has rejected at that particular level, you can see that it might break this particular area. So that's my analysis on USD+GOLD. So the next one is gold. So this gold, I dropped it in the Telegram group last week. That is a buy, and then at the end of the day, it's invalid. This is where it's invalidated. So as you can see, this is a support level. We break through this support level, then this is supposed to be a resistance. So then we have a fake breakout at this particular area. But there are two things I want us to look at. This might actually be a fake. You understand? It might actually they might actually use it to what, to clear stop loss. So there are two things I want to look at. If you check the daily time frame, let's check daily time frame. We can see that we have what we call the double bottom at this particular area. We have the neckline at this particular area. We have the break of the neckline here. Then it break the neckline. It came to what, to retest the neckline. It did what, it reject. So two things might happen after that. So the first one is we might see, let me eliminate this first. Okay, back to it. So we might see something like another in-house double bottom. That is after the DSY rally. If the DSY rally to the upside, because this looks like a doji candle, and a doji candle is what, is a reversal candlestick. So but we don't, at this area we don't know, maybe it's a reversal, is a bullish or very, but if we look at it it's a very good, I will see that okay, this, oh, there's a mess. Okay, let me return this. We can see that this is a break of this particular area. Hope you understand. So this is supposed to be a support level. Then we do what, we break it, then we want to go and retest it. So after retesting, it form what we call the doji candle at that particular area. So if you not see it clearly, so let's go to the lower time frame so that you can see it very well. So let me eliminate this. So going to the 4-hour candlestick, to the 4-hour time frame. So yeah, this is what I'm talking about, the support level. After breaking the support level, we come to what, to retest it. So in the daily time frame, it forms what we call the doji candle, and here it formed doji candle also, if you can see, and no candle has closed above it, telling us that it has invalidated. This is a doji candle. So this one can only be invalidated when this one close, when we have this candle, when it comes to close above it. So that's when it can only be what, it can only be invalidated. But for now, it is still valid as a reversal candlestick. So if you go to the daily time frame, you see that it has somewhat we call a doji candlestick. That is a reversal candle. So we might see another double bottom as the DSY go to the upside. We might see a double bottom here. This might form a double bottom and eventually reject at this particular area, because this is the bigger double bottom. We have a double bottom here too, you understand, it's formed a double bottom here too. So we have the bigger one here, so we might have the smaller one here too. As the dollar rally to the upside, we might have a double bottom. Then when it reject at that particular level, so we might have a reject at this particular area. Don't forget that market maker might just know that, okay, you guys are, this is what you guys are targeting. They know. So what they would do is that they might break this particular low. You have to be aware of this also, so don't be caught up. So they might break this low and form a large what we call a large weak rejection candle. So they might break this low and come to this level and pick their order at this level and form a very big a rejection, that is a weak rejection candlestick to the what, to the upside. So you must be aware of that. So that's the analysis on that. And good. So the next one is I think AUD USD. So AUD USD, I dropped this last week, so it has hit our target. As you can see, it's even go beyond the target. So this is where I said we should buy after. I know they will come to tap this particular order at this particular area, so we put our stop loss below. Then we buy that. We took like 100 pips out of this, so let's delete it. So right now on AUD USD, so where are we? If we check the monthly candle, monthly time frame, you can see that on AUD USD2 we are somewhere at the resistance level. So if you check this particular area, so let's use the rectangle. So coming to the weekly time frame, as you can see, it tells us that we are at the resistance area. And another thing here, we still have what we call a double top. So we've seen the double top like 3 to 4. We've seen on Euro USD, on we see double bottom on USD JPY. Then go to my my did its own. So this is a double top on what, on AUD USD. So as the dollar rally to the upside, we might see it reject to this particular area or picking the order at this particular area. Then we might see it move to the upside. So let's see how it goes right there at that particular area. So the next one is US dollar card. So this one give us stamp that we might have a stronger dollar at the beginning of the day, because as we check the scorecard on Friday, we have the US dollar as the strongest on Friday, and then followed by JPY. Then we have the Canadian dollar, so as the second weakest currency to JPY. So as we want to trade US dollar to Canadian dollar now, so our bias is what is upside. So if you check the monthly candle, if you check the monthly time frame, you can see that we have a move to this side. Then we break this particular resistance right here. As you can see, this is a resistance to this particular area. So after we break it, we come to what, to retest it. Then after retesting it, we saw a big weak rejection candle at that particular area, which tell us that the retest is somehow over. But if you check the weekly time frame, we saw that we have a, after this bearish weekly candle and at this particular support level, we saw a rejection there. So if you go to the weekly time frame, go to the daily time frame, you will see that after this rejection, we saw a retracement, which we now on Thursday, this reversal candle close. We saw this reversal candle close, and a candle what, close bullish, and it closed above it. So after this reversal candle close and the another daily candle close above. This tells us that USD card might buy for some time. So after checking here, we see that this is, as you can see, this is a support level. So at the support level, it creates a reversal pattern, and this one closes above it. So what I'm looking at on USD card is for you to break this particular level. If you see this trend, the bigger trend line here, it say that we have a rejection at this one, a rejection, a fake breakout, then a rejection, then we have the smaller what, the smaller trend line. So here we will look for a break of this particular trend line. If you see a break of this trend line, the small test, then our first target is the 1.35 390. Then after it break this level, we will be looking at, so we might see after the dollar rally to that particular, because this level is a very strong level. As you can see, it's a very strong resistance level. So after the dollar rally to the upside, if we see a rejection at that on DSY at that particular level, then we might see a decline, a very big decline on US dollar card on the subsequent week. This might take up to a week or two before it happens, but it will eventually happen. So after that, let's check on the EBITDA. These are my favorite pairs for the week. So after this pair, I don't think I'm going to take any trade apart from all these have lined up. So checking the DBPD DPY, this shows that DBPDY has been in some sort of range last week, and then what really happened is here we have the resistance level, we have the resistance level, this support level, this support level. So it's still in a range of the support and what, and resistance. As you can see, is a range, in a range of what, of support and resistance. So is either I'm waiting for it to either break this particular resistance or break this particular support level. So anyone it break out of it too, then we'll look for a retest and move to the opposite side. So this is why I'm still waiting. I'm waiting. This might take up to like 3 to 4 days, or let's say probably a week, depending on how the candle move. If the candle move in a sharp form, so we can see a very quick decline or move to the upside. So let's see how it goes right there. So that's my prediction on the that's my analysis on the UPD, but I'm still waiting for it to break, either break 169 or break 167 to the downside, break 169 to the upside, or break. So it's still on 200 pips range. So let's see how it goes at that particular area. So the next one is a Canadian dollar JPY. This one I drop it on the Telegram channel for those of you that are in our Telegram channel. So if you are not yet in the Telegram channel, where I drop my daily analysis, my entry, and my exit, so you can click the link in the description box and join me. So this is we drop it on Friday. So this is where I say card JPY analysis. So to retrace to the upside and reject at this particular trend line. So we drop some trading tips too. I have a TikTok channel too, which I drop my trading tips, and so let's say so if you are not yet in, click the link in my description box and join the Telegram channel. So as you can see, we have a retracement, and the retracement come at this particular area, which we took like 20 to 30 pips there. So on Monday we are still continuing. We might just wait for a single a very small retracement there, and continue to the downside. So I'm still bearish on Canadian dollar JPY until further notice, until if it break this particular level, then I will change my bias. But for now, card CAD is weak, Canadian dollar is weak, and then Japanese yen is weak. So we might have risk off this week. So let's see how it goes. If we have this risk off this week, then we should be looking for Japanese yen to be strong, and then we should be looking at JPY to the downside, and then CAD JPY continue to the what, to the downside. So the last one we want to check out is Euro AUD. Euro AUD is not in my trading plan, but I just wanted to check something around this particular area. So if you check the let's check the weekly time frame. So if you check the weekly time frame, you see that is at the what, at the support level. So I'm not going to be in on this yet at all. I'm not going to trade it, but this is what I'm looking at on the Euro AUD. If we see a rejection at this particular area, I should be looking to trade it after it break this particular trend line to the upside. I'm looking for a retest and then a move to the what, a move to the upside. So that's what I'm looking at on the Euro AUD. But for now, it's at the what, at the support level, and then we have a double bottom at this particular area. So we have a break of this particular neckline. Then we have a what, a retest of the neckline. So I'll be looking for you to reject at this level, then to the upside. So if you like this analysis, please click like and subscribe. So it remains one. I think yeah, BTC USDT. So on BTC we are still bearish on BTC. You know, after the big move we have a range, then it's moved to the what, to the downside. So here on a weekly time frame, this week, if we see the DSY going to the upside this week, we might see it reject at this particular area. But if the DSY is going to be weaker, if the DSY is going to be weak, then we might see it to the upside. If the DSY is going to be strong, we might see it to the downside. So let's see how it goes here. But apart from the DSY thing, so my analysis on this is that we might see a move to this particular area, then we might see a rejection after that particular area. We might see a rejection to the downside after it's moved to 18. So the next target should be 12 K on BTC. So that is my analysis. A big thank you to everybody that has been subscribing to this channel. Please subscribe, like, and share to your loved one for the weekly analysis, so that they can know how to place their trade and have a profitable trading setup. So if you are new to this channel, please click like, subscribe, and share. So have a good trading and profitable week, and don't forget to trade safe.